From the Upco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenni Carlson. Gina, BCS rankings are out yet again. Oklahoma State moves up a rung to number 3 because of Oklahoma's loss, but now we see a little clearer what Oklahoma State needs to do. What do they need to do?
Well, they need to win out, first of all. That's the biggest thing. And that was the case, I think, before. Because if you win out when Oklahoma was undefeated, you beat Oklahoma, and that should have put them into one of those, probably the number 2 spot behind either LSU or Alabama, whoever wins that game in 2 weeks. So it's not much different, but it kind of feels like it's different because now it's like, okay, OSU really is that team that can slide right in 2 weeks, after that LSU-Alabama game. So the road doesn't, change too much as far as what the Cowboys need to do. What has changed is maybe the schedule and how that pans out.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that because these last 5 games, they look a little different now than they did at the beginning of the year. Is this road a little more difficult now?
I think it is. I think you can still look at that technically the hard part of the schedule's over. They've beat A&M on the road, they've beat Texas on the road, they've beat Missouri on the road, and that was kind of the slate where we're like, ooh, those are maybe some potential games that the Cowboys could slip up. But now that Kansas State, who would have thought they would have been as good as they are, although they've got a tough road ahead. They have to play Oklahoma, OSU, Texas A&M, and Texas all back to back to back to back. So we'll see a little bit more about the Wildcats coming up in the next few weeks. And then obviously having to play Texas Tech too, and what they did in Norman was very impressive. And so that trip to Lubbock now seems a lot more interesting too. So are the Cowboys going to be favored in all those games? Probably. Are they the better team? Probably. But is it quite as easy as maybe we would have thought in August? I don't think so.
All right. Thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.